In this video, we're going to show you what we've changed over the last couple of weeks. New enemies, new UI, new interactables, and much more. We also have some news regarding Scraptail's development, so stick around till the end of the video to see those. Hi everyone, my name is Phil and I'm making a game called Scraptail, which you can now wishlist on Steam. By the way, the link is in the description. Over the past couple of weeks, we've been grinding away through the list of feedback we got at Lisbon Games Week, and thanks to that, we've made a few major changes. On the last devlog, we came to the conclusion that 4 things were wrong with our game. The AI is dumb, the level design is confusing, the world is dead, and our marketing sucks. In this video, we will be addressing these issues and how we've decided to fix them. Starting off with the AI, we've completely redone the AIs, and now, instead of the weak geckos that attack you from all over, we have these big crocodiles that are slow but will kill you very quickly if they get their hands on you. They will also throw their hammers at you if you get too far, so running away will not be as easy anymore. The ideal scenario is to mix these big guys with the little guys and balance things out between tanks and infantry. To address the confusing level design, Bernardo has gone into level and moved some things around. We've made the starting area a bit more linear and hand-holdy to the player as to make them feel good right off the bat and decrease the risk of them getting lost before they even find the market. With the use of lights and some strategically placed hooks and interactables, we feel like it is now much easier for the player to follow a path even if they don't realize that they're doing it. Hi, rare appearance from editor Phil, just really quickly because I wanted to ask you a question. From what I've seen on YouTube, there are a few types of devlogs around. There are A, technical devlogs, which quickly show the process behind a specific mechanic of the game, which Randy has been doing a lot of lately. There is B, life-centered devlogs, which is what Thin Matrix, the father of devlogs, has been doing for years, where he shows his daily life along with game updates. And there is C, patch note devlogs, which is what me and mostly Coffee Stain have been doing for a while as well, where we literally just present what has changed since the last update. Now, I want to ask you guys what you think and what you like the most. Let me know in the comments if you prefer one of these styles in specific or maybe a mixture of them. At the end of the day, I just wanted to figure out what people care about when they watch these videos, so if you could help me figure that out, I would really appreciate it. Back to the video. One of the bigger things that was ruining the world was a lack of life in it. It felt like an arena for Vivian to fight off against the Foulborn, rather than the explorable neighborhood we were hoping for. And so, we have created a bunch of interactables for players to explore and find. Smaller NPCs like homeless people and drunkards can now be seen on the streets, as well as some mysterious people hiding in the walls. We've also added chests that contain bigger loot than usual, and Viv now has some extra measures to fight off against her enemies. There are also tiny rats running across the streets now. Who knew such a small guy could add so much to the world? As for marketing, we are not as invisible on social media anymore. We've been trying to be more active across our social media, and Bernardo and Katerina are also working on some really nice promotional artwork, which you will be able to see soon if you follow us in the links down below. Well, that brings us to the end of all the major changes that happened in this update, and so I will now quickly mention some smaller but worthy changes. Bernardo has managed to optimize the models and improve the frame rate of the game from 30 FPS to close to 60. We will keep working to see if we can make this number as high as possible. The UI also got a big upgrade from the way the stat bars react to the game, to the small radar on the side, and to the dialogue menu, which is now completely different. These were the bigger ones we wanted to get out of the way, but we are working hard to redo all of the UI, which was placeholder until now. Text is also now input dependent, so if you play the game on an Xbox controller, the text will be different to if you play on a keyboard and mouse. Loading screens now have little chibi character animations. And finally, I'm sure it comes to no surprise that we are all very tired of looking at this level. We've been working on it for almost 3 months, while we also try to figure out everything that is needed for the rest of the game. This was almost like our pre-production playground. Well, we are scheduled to finish this level officially by next week, and thus our pre-production period comes to an end. So what's next? Well, we're taking a bit of a hiatus from YouTube for a while. With the holidays coming up and all that, we're taking a bit of a break. The rest of our social media will be running as usual. We'll keep doing our daily updates on Patreon, so you can keep following development with the links in the description. As for Scraptail, the next phase is the core of the game, the real meat and potatoes, the procedurally generated levels. We've been toying around with this idea of pseudo-random levels where an AI builds a level off of some given rules, which you should be seeing a demonstration of on the screen right now. After looking at the same thing for months on end, I'm sure it will be very refreshing to finally work on a new environment. With that said, I want to let you know that we will also be taking a small break from Scraptail's in-engine development as to properly plan out our next steps moving forward. So we will still be working on Scraptail, but not in the game specifically. We will be completely fleshing out the game on paper based on the feedback we have received so far. And we will also be exploring other smaller game ideas as to break apart the burnout that comes with working on a big project and see if we can get some creative juices flowing. So stick around if you want to see what we come up with next. That is all we have for you this week. If you want to try out the game for yourself, you can do so by subscribing to our Master Thief Patreon tier. Which reminds me, thank you so much Dr. Kepler82 and Diogo Reis. We appreciate you for your support. For this week's shoutout, I would like to mention the Fox Coder channel. They are making a Dark Souls Sekiro style game which has some very impressive parkour and combat going on already. They have just released a new devlog a couple of weeks ago, so please do check them out. Thank you all so much for watching. Have some happy holidays and an awesome new year, and I will see you all next month.